Hello. I'm hoping I'm doing this right this morning. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I have a tip, not a tip. Yeah, it's kind of a tip, a little informational idea. If you're an ex Creative Memories advisor, so you used to do it in the old company, the one with the different owners. Okay. If you are watching and you have not come back to Creative Memories yet, if you will stay on the end, I want to share a couple of tips with you. Okay. So today, what I'm going to do though, for everybody else, um, is so last Tuesday, I showed you a really cool idea where we used our trimmer to frame either a 6-inch piece of paper or a 4-inch piece of paper. We cut off a 1/4-inch frame and then flipped the piece that you cut out to get this two-toned look for a bunch of different page spreads. So if you didn't see that, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not sure what I can't do about this lighting. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, watch last week's Tip Tuesday by Beckie Belote, actually Scrapbook with Becky, and you'll understand. Here's the 4-inch example. You can see the 1/4-inch frame all the way around and the guts. And I'm going to show you how to do this anyways, but these little chunks, these beautiful color combinations, you could put them on the side. You could put them at the top. You could put them at the bottom. Here, I put it in the middle. Here, I did a bigger one and put it on the side, but I could have put it, this way. So it's a formula to use on many pages to give many different looks. So today I'm going to show you yet another look. So let's go ahead and get my screen changed. I hope y'all are having a great week. By the way, very exciting because I have National Convention this weekend. And so if you're noticing how sparkly and creative memory bluish my nails are, that is why I am really in the spirit. Okay, so back to my thought process. Let's see here. Here we go. All right, so again, you're going to need either a 6-inch piece of paper or a 4-inch piece of paper. In fact, if you missed last week, I'm going to teach that skill, not really teach it, but I'm going to go through it a little quicker because most of you, I guess, saw it last week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this piece of paper up to that very first line. It's not a 1/4 inch, it's a 1/2 inch I've been cutting off because that is the 1/2 inch mark. And then I taught you how to, on your trimmer, extend the 1/2 inch line. So here is the 1, here's a 0, there's a 1/2 inch. I used a Sharpie to extend that line. So I'm going to use this line today. Our paper is 12-inch. So this is my 12-inch mark right here. Whoops. Here's my 11-inch mark. So right in between is where you're going to put your other line that we're going to use today. Okay, so I'm at the 1/2 inch, which is the very first line on this side. Your 1/4 inch is actually the mat strip. So this is a 1/2 inch. I'm going to take the little line that is on the side of my trimmer, and I'm going to line it up with that black mark right there. So you have to kind of lean over to look and see it. And then I'm going to do it down all the way down to here. Then I am going to flip. And I told y'all last week that you could do these 2 at a time. But on this particular example that we're going to do today, I only need 1 of them. But if you are going to do ideas like we did last week with the same concept, because it's going to be different from last week, you can do 2 at a time to save yourself a little bit of time. One more time. This time I do have a cut mark to line up to. Cut mark here to line up to. All right. So there we have it. All right, so what you can do to get a totally different look is you can flip it so that you have 2 different colors and then just lay it like this. So we taught how to just tuck it back in the hole. But what if you didn't tuck it back in the hole? What if you just kind of did this look? All right, so let me show you some where I have done this first, and then I'm going to show you even another idea because my croppers actually saw this at the last crop. So I like to always show them because I know they're watching me too. Something else that we can do. So this is what we learned at the crop. This, by the way, is Sun Rays for Days. It's my most favorite new collection. And you can see what I've done here. I've done 2 of those in this case. So I cut 2 at one time. And then here's the flip. Here's the flip. All right. So by laying them at a different angle and also askewed, you can see how it's a totally different look than before. Do you like it? All right. And I did another one with the 4-inch. So same exact concept with the 4-inch. This is with the Stars and Spirits. And in the Stars and Spirits sticker pack, there's these 3 sticker strips that look like this. And what I did to even more pull the pages together is I put my 2 pages really close together. I put the sticker strip across, and then I just took my scissors like it'll be stuck together. You just kind of lift and snip, and then it will give you this look. All right. Is that totally different than last time? So same formula that we learned last week, same skill, totally different look. So today I'm going to show you one more look, and that look just involves one of these. So I didn't need a pair of them. I just need one. With the, by the way, with the 6x6, this one, I mean the 6x12 ones, when you lay, because they're so big, don't be surprised if you'll have some pieces hanging off the edge. And when that happens, just snip them off. Okay, so that's what happens with your bigger ones. You're going to have to kind of snip a little bit off. That is very normal. By the way, these are your laser borders that comes with that set. The Sun Rays for Days, because I haven't talked much about it, and it is definitely so stinking beautiful. Everybody needs that for the summer. And then I added some stickers here for this little mat. All right, so I'm gonna talk again about that in a second. All right, so but what I want to do today, use your repo for this, everybody. Which way do we like better? This is not showing up very well on my lighting. I apologize, but you're gonna get the idea. Which one do I want to prominent? I think because it's showing up better for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and use this look. All right, so again, make sure your papers are right smack up against each other for this skill. I'm putting repo down, but not a boatload. And then the opposite color would be my solid blue side. I'm going to put repo on that one. You can put more repo on this one if you want. Remember, repo is forgiving. So if you make a mistake, you can lift it up. So I'm going to put it like kind of where I want it. And then I'm going to lift up one of the corners and let this pop up there. You can see why I would want to use repo on this so that I can resituate better. I think I'm going to pop this one up too. There we go. All right. This is a little crooked. All right. So then we got that. So then what I'm going to do is grab a pair of scissors. And I'm going to, like I did with the sticker idea, kind of just lift it. And kind of probably could also use your straight trimmer on here. But I'm thinking it's not going to be noticeable even if I goof a little bit. All right, so there we have it. Got a little bit of cardstock there. And what might happen, because we didn't put a lot of adhesive on the bottom piece, actually I feel like I need a little bit more here, is pieces might come up. I guess I put enough that it's sticking, but if not, you can go back and add it. So totally different look. Do you like it? All right, so that is what I wanted to show there. Now what I would like to show, I hope you like it and I hope you'll try it. So it's just another use of the exact same skill to get a different look. So duck. So we have a new punch called Rubber Duck. So it is super cute. It's going to be great for, you know, when you take your kids to go feed the ducks and instead the geese come out and bite you on the butt. Just kidding. But the duck is really cool. And in the paper pack, there's actually some geese too, if you have that little goose problem in your area that we do here. So I just made a couple ideas. I know people like to see some ideas kind of out of the box. I love the combination of the last new punch, the umbrella with the duck. Is that adorable here? Also, this is also umbrella, where I have snipped the little knob off here at the top when you punch it. I've snipped the stem off and I've kind of made it look like an eggshell with the duck coming out. Down here, I cut off the duck heads. Nobody get bent out of shape. It's not real, guys. This is just paper. And I cut off the little duck head and I made a little bow for a package there. Super cute. And then so this is when you put the little pointy ends of the duck together to get the bow, because you want the big loops here. But for a pinwheel, if you put the rounded edges together so that the points are showing out, then you get the little pinwheel look. Is that cute? All right, and then I also played quite a bit with the umbrella. I saw a couple people on Facebook, they were posting these ideas in my advisor group. We have just an astounding amount of brilliant advisors. So you can always get great ideas. And one of them made this idea. It is a Christmas ornament. And I just, used colors of Christmas, some bronze and some evergreen. And I added some little gemstones. These would be our kind of they come in embellishment packs. And if you're like me, they have so many that even if you use a lot of them, you cannot possibly use them all. So I always have ones that I can pull from to do things like this. All right. And then I put a little platinum shimmer here at the top for the top of that. Without the little top, it could look like a ball of some sort. So here I made a beach ball. And if you noticed earlier on this page that I did, I don't know if you noticed it or not, I actually put a little beach ball down here. And again, to trick the eyes, because it kind of looks like an earth, it kind of looks all kinds of different things. I went ahead and put the movement arches to let people know this is a bouncing ball here down by my sandcastle. So it's more of a beach ball with the oh, and by the way, give me just a second to grab something for you. Your smallest circle pattern. One of my advisors at my last team meeting, I think, discovered this. If you use the smallest circle with your red blade on the inside, it'll cut a perfect piece of paper to put behind this. So I cut the yellow paper. It was a print, so it looks more beach ballish. And then and you probably can't even realize what we did here. It's such an optical illusion, isn't it? So these are just two little umbrellas put very close together to get that look. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, you just tore her paper. No, I used repo. So it allows me to lift things and change my mind. So if you're not using repo, you're missing out. Okay, so that I wanted to show you. All right, so let's go back. So I also created this little butterfly, and you can see what I did there. Here's the umbrella. Here's the umbrella where the stems are cut off and the little knobs are cut off. One of the stems I put here for his body, and I just hand drew with the new micro tip pins, these little skinny antennas. And again, I popped some of our little epoxy dots from the embellishments. They were leftovers, y'all. If you keep those stored in a place where you can grab them, you can do almost anything. And here's my little fish. Oh, by the way, I did put color back in. So when you punch your umbrella, the umbrella comes out beautifully. And then the holes, the trash also comes out. So if you use double-sided paper, this was from Super Duper Girl paper pack. One side was hot pink, one side was white with little dots. You can put those pieces back in the holes upside down to get the variegated color here from my butterfly. All right, so for my fish, again, I used my circle cutter to cut out a piece of green, a green circle that you're seeing through the body of that fish. Then I cut two umbrellas to put there and there. And then I cut another umbrella down here. And And I also cut, I don't think this was front and back. I think I went and just wasted some paper to get these two color combinations. So I went and did another umbrella or three, actually just one, because this was a circle that I cut out of the green. And then, so I didn't have to put anything back in the holes of this one. All right. But this one I did. So I went and wasted, I cut an umbrella out of green so that I would have the trash to put back in there. This right here is a third umbrella where I just used two of the three. Let me get my hand in here. So I just used this one and cut this one off for this little fin. And I believe this was double-sided. I think this was the tone-on-tone purple piece of paper, actually totally tonal purple paper. So the rim of this fin is a darker purple, and the one inside was the trash that I put back in, which is trash. I mean, yeah, it was the trash. And then this was also a piece of trash. This little guy, it looks like a fin. It would make a perfect shark fin. And then I put two more of those together, and I actually kind of tucked them under so that just a little bit stuck out for the mouth there. Okay. This is actually crazy, crazy simple. So I'm going to show you that in just a moment. This bat, this is just two umbrellas side by side. I just cut them out, so it's black. Instead of black on black, I did black on charcoal. To still get the bat look, but still have the contrasting color, and just put them together at an angle there. Down here, I have a mermaid. Now, I free cut this, so just kind of use your imagination. She can't be too big of a mermaid because the tail's not all that big. So kind of keep that in mind when you do your mermaid tail. But this is a tail. Something else that I saw that I've done nothing with when I started looking at this is this also looks like a big giant duck foot, doesn't it? That foot would be really big for our little duck punch, but for the or a frog foot. Doesn't it look like a big frog foot? But I know some of you are creative enough to make a big frog or a big duck, so I wanted to point that out, that you could do that with different colors and get a really good look. This idea, sorry about Hokey. Hey, Hokey, there's nobody there. That's a bird. Hokey, it's a bird. Oh no, it's not. You know what? It's actually my neighbor, Jeannie. She walks in our cul-de-sac a lot, and she really wants him to like her, and he just doesn't. It's just really sad. But he'll stop in just a second because she's almost gone. Now, this was not my idea. This is kind of an oyster shell. I cut mine out with platinum to give it a little shimmer. And put just a little bit of pink in there with a little pearl. But again, that was not my unique idea. This one here, 4 umbrellas that I just laid around here on a piece of white. I put some trash back in to get the two-toned. I threw some little gemstones, and then I cut 2 pieces of black cardstock, just 2 strips, and just kind of put it under the edge. So the white that you're seeing here is actually the white cardstock. This black just goes just under the edge here. So just 2. I didn't try to cut out anything. I just made the strip shorter, so I could see this running across the top of your page or the bottom or on the side. I thought that was a great little embellishment there. Okay, so this one, it looks harder than it is. It looks like I did a lot of work putting all these colors back in, but I actually did not. And also the spacing is actually easier than it looks. I've taught spacing before, but in case you've just started watching me, I want you to understand. So I am leveling this punch so that the piece of paper is right at the edge, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it over so that that cut is lined up just with the edge. And if you do that over and over again, it guarantees that the spacing is the same all the way across. Right, and then what I would do is cut just a little bit off each end, save your little umbrellas. I'm going to cut just a tad off each end. All right, and then I'm gonna cut off some down here too. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting rid of the excess paper so that just my umbrellas show. And if you can see your umbrella tips just a little bit, then that's good. If you want to double check that you're not going to cut into that, you can use this little guide to make sure that you're not cutting off. Like I don't want to cut into that, but I do want to get pretty close to it. So you can see that that's perfect. All right. So still saving my umbrellas. And then I'm not sure how pretty this will look together, but I'm going to give it a try. No, I'm not. I'm not going to give that a try at all, because what we're going to do is we're going to put this back in. But what I want to show you is if you build on another piece of cardstock, let me grab something, maybe, I don't know, maybe even just white for this example. Give me just a second. I want white. Because I snipped it off a little bit, it's going to look like it's framing the white. Do you see that? All right, and then you can put your little umbrellas back in. I think I want something more prominent. Sorry, let's do, normally I would have picked those colors, but I actually didn't think it all the way through this time. So how about if I don't worry that this is not going to be absolutely beautiful because I'm just grabbing a piece of cardstock. All right, so actually it may be absolutely beautiful. So then we get this, and now we're going to put these back in. Remember, just use your repo. And then it looks like you have put little green panels in when really it's just the piece of paper behind. Let's go ahead and stick this down. I like this. This is actually pretty. Trash truck just came through, and we are so lucky that my dog was in a really good mood and didn't want to bark at the trash truck. I'm actually kind of bewildered by that. All right, so repo to gently put some on the back of these very fragile umbrellas. Repo is nicer to it. If you used our regular adhesive, you would probably have to pull out all your hair because it would be so hard. And glue, any of your glue sticks would not be easy either. One more. And then this actually looks really cute as a border without doing anything. But if you wanted it to be a border and not just at the top of this piece of green paper, you could then go ahead and cut off here to have a border, say, for this white piece of paper. Okay, do you like it? Okay, so that's all I've got for today. But if you are indeed one of our fellow advisors, or if you've ever actually fellow ex-advisor, I'm really speaking to you today. However, if you have ever considered a business with creative memories, people we're looking for are people that just love scrapbooking. I believe, people tell me all the time, I don't want to be a salesperson. Well, don't be a salesperson. Love what you sell, and then you're not salesy, right? You're just sharing from your heart what you love. So if you're like that, just listen on. But I'm really talking to my ex-advisors, because many of you don't know that this company is actually a very old company that closed under former ownership. And somebody that had been watching us for years knew that there was something quite wrong with that picture, that there was no reason for this company to have closed. And he saw the vision, a different vision, because he took this company and made it his own. He kept the products that we love, and decided to change things up a bit. And You guys, I never saw it coming. So if you are sitting back there skeptical that creative memories will never be the same, it's not the same. It's better. It's way better. So I wanted to let you know that. Wanted to let you know that you reach out, to somebody that you trust to be your upline and join again and be part of our community because it's awesome. It's way more profitable than it was before. So who saw that coming? I certainly didn't. But I'm really just so excited to be in the right hands. I do feel God has blessed this company. We have endured definitely many trials, but we have indeed been blessed, and I can't not be more grateful for the new opportunity that we've had. So pick an upline. And you guys, it's not like the old company where you pick somebody and you're stuck with them for the rest of your life. You can pick somebody, and if you don't like them, you can change in a year. So I want you to know that there is nothing to be afraid of. Pick somebody to help you, get going, and join us. And let's make some money together. So thank you for watching, and I hope you all have an incredible week. Please pray for our advisors that are heading out to Minneapolis. We have over 500 people at our first convention. It was scheduled 2 years ago, and then COVID shut us down. So this is our very first convention, and we are so crazy excited. So if you would pray us to safety and fun, and I will share when I get back. Bye.